لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. On behalf of Understand Quran Academy, I would like to welcome you to 15th lesson in which we will study Tashahhud and also learn some grammar and some learning tips. We start with Tashahhud, and as usual I would request you to take a pause, study the lesson and then continue. التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات. التحيات, all the compliments. Lillahi, or for Allah, or be to Allah. والصلوات, and all prayers. والطيبات, and all pure words. So all compliments, all prayers, and all pure words are for Allah, or all pure things are for Allah. Other meaning is at-tahiyyat, all worships of the tongue, dhikr, tilawa, praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and so on. Was-salawat, all worships of the body, like salah, like hajj, like fasting, and so on. Wat-tayyibat, all worships by spending money, zakat and sadaqat and things like that are for Allah. So at-tahiyyat, worships of the tongue, was-salawat, worships of the body, wat-tayyibat, worships by spending money are for Allah. Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabi. Assalamu, peace be, alayka, on you, ayyuhan nabi, O Prophet. An-Nabi is Prophet, Ayyuha is O, Ayyuhan Nabi, O Prophet. Wa rahmatullah, and mercy of Allah, and the mercy of Allah. Wa barakatuhu, and His blessings. Barakatun is blessing. Barakatun, it's not baraka, it is barakatun, is blessing, and plural of barakatun is barakat. Barakatuhu, His blessings. So peace be on you, O Prophet, and the mercy of Allah and His blessings. Assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi as-salihin. Assalamu, peace be, alayna, on us. Wa, and ala ibadillah, on the slaves of Allah. Ala is on, ibadillah, slaves of Allah. Abd is singular, Abdullah, slave of Allah. Ibadullah, slaves of Allah. So plural of abd is ibad. It is not abdun abdin, it is ibad. As-salihin, the righteous ones. As-salihin, the righteous ones. So peace be on us and on the righteous slaves of Allah. Ibadillah as-salihin, on the righteous slaves of Allah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu, I bear witness. Ashhadu, af'alu, a'udhu, a'budu. Ashhadu, I bear witness. An, that. La ilaha illallah, there is no God except Allah. Wa ashhadu, and I bear witness. Anna, that. Muhammadan, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Abduhu, his slave. Abduhu, his slave. Wa rasuluhu, and his messenger. And I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is his slave and his messenger. That was at-tahiyyat. Now let us look into some of the words here. It's very simple. Actually, most of the words are well known to you except the first three. At-tahiyyat, as-salawat, wat-tayyibat. Tahiyyat, compliments, was-salawat, prayers, and wat-tayyibat, pure things. Or at-tahiyyat, worships of the tongue, was-salawat, worships of the body, and wat-tayyibat, worships by spending money. As-salam, you know that. Barakatuhu, barakatun, barakat. As-salihin, plural of salih, is salihun or salihin. Salih, the righteous one, and the rest you know. Let us talk about bringing La ilaha illallah into our life. More details are there in our Adhan workshop, but I just mentioned one aspect of La ilaha illallah through our formula: ask, evaluate, plan, propagate. We can say, oh Allah, help me worship you only. That we are asking. Evaluate, how many times did I make my nafs, my traditions, or my wishes as my ilah? Quran says, أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. So how many times did I do that? And why did I do that? Because of bad friends, because of bad brought up, or because of bad society, bad gadgets, or whatever. Plan to avoid these things. Be with good people, and so on. And propagate the message throughout the world that La ilaha illallah. This is the only place where La ilaha illallah is mentioned in every salah regularly. So remember the death. Because the Prophet ﷺ said, he whose last words are La ilaha illallah, he will enter Jannah. This is reported by Abu Dawud. And another hadith by Muslim is, exhort your dying men or dying people to recite La ilaha illallah. Saying La ilaha illallah at the time of death is not based on knowledge or knowing Arabic. It has to do with one's actions throughout his life. I will relate to you a story here of an emergency staff, of an emergency doctor working in an Arab Muslim country. I listened to the story myself, and he saw 10-15 people dying in front of him throughout his career due to accidents and things like that. Only 1 or 2 were able to say La ilaha illallah before they died. And he related 2 stories which were very touching. One of them is, an old person was dying. So this doctor called his son and said, your father is about to die now, so ask him to say La ilaha illallah. So he went to his father and he said, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. And you know what the father said? He said, son, I wanted to say it, but I'm not able to. He's talking in Arabic. And he said, I want to say it, but I'm not able to. Astaghfirullah. Similarly, he related another incident of a girl who perhaps came from a car crash. She was bleeding internally, was about to die. So these doctors started saying, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. And the girl won't respond. After a while, the girl started murmuring something. So he brought his ear close to her mouth, and she was singing. Astaghfirullah. May Allah forgive her. May Allah forgive all of us and give us tawfiq to say La ilaha illallah before we die. Whatever a person does at the time of his death, he will be brought up, he will be raised up on the day of judgment in the same state. So remember this when we say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. It will make salah more, it will make salah a deeper, a spiritual experience.